You're listening to Gin and Chat with Lo and Nat. So pour yourself a chilled martini and sit down for a chat.
Welcome back, chatties, to another episode of Gin and Chat with Lo and Nat. We are so excited to introduce not one, but two guests to the pod today. Please welcome Jen and Beth from Skinway Medspa in Gilbert, Arizona.
Hey guys.
Hey. Introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Jenna. I'm the practice manager for Skinway Medspa.
Love.
I am Beth. I'm the licensed esthetician and licensed laser tech here at Skinway.
And as you can see, they are both glowing, so we trust them.
Glowing. Look at that skin. It's giving glazed donut skin.
It's giving, I will listen to anything you tell me to do for my skin. Okay.
Exactly. So you may be wondering, you're thinking, how did we get here? Why are we at a med spa, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And the answer is, I met them the old-fashioned way, how everyone meets in 2025. We have a song.
Oh.
It goes down in the field.
Come on,
In the
Beth.
DMs. Exactly.
They slid into Natalie's DMs.
They did. I was honored. And they wanted me to come try microneedling, which I had never done before. So I was super excited about the opportunity to try it. I'd heard about it. And so I came, I did it with Beth actually, and it was fabulous. And I've now done 2 treatments and I love the results so far. I'm really excited about it. So that's how we met. And then I thought it would be so fun to bring them on the pod so we could talk all things skin.
Yes, which we love. And especially at 27, we need to learn how to age gracefully, what we need to be doing now. So we'll get into all of that, but we'll give you chatties a little bit more background.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jen and Beth.
So Jenna brings nearly a decade of expertise in the aesthetic medical field. Starting with treating patients and quickly rising to manage multiple clinic locations, her unique blend of hands-on treatment knowledge and leadership creates an elevated experience for both clients and her team.
Hey, Jenna. Sorry I called you Jen. I'm halfway done with this drink.
We're ginning and we're chatting.
Friends call me Jen.
Really? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
you're good.
You just knew the nickname already.
We're just connected like that.
And Beth is a licensed esthetician and certified laser technician with a background in healthcare. She began her journey over 25 years ago as a medical assistant and became a licensed esthetician in 2017. Her passion for skincare stems from a deep desire to help others feel confident in their skin.
I love that.
Yay! Welcome.
Thank you.
We are so excited. And this is also our first episode in the wild, I have to say.
Yes.
So Lauren and I
studio.
are used to being in our studio behind our table with sweatpants.
Yeah, you don't see our legs.
You don't see our legs. I'm feeling exposed.
I didn't tan my legs. I feel pale.
Yeah.
But
We're
let's
here.
Cheers. Let's cheers to
Cheers,
today.
ladies. Thanks for coming
we're
on
so
the pod. Skinway Medspa.
And really quick, what we're drinking today, I want to give a shout out
Yes.
to our Wild Wonder. Okay,
Mhm.
It is a prebiotic, probiotic, sparkling drink that actually
Slay.
tastes really good. And like maybe TMI, but doesn't make me feel like I have to like burp too much, which I love. So
Not
go
too
Wild
carbonated.
Wonder. And tastes really good with some gin in it. So.
Yeah, we
Awesome.
did indeed pour a little gin in there because we gin and we chat.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it had
And
to
we
be
serve
there.
it here, and all of our clients always choose this. It's their first go-to.
Yes.
There we go.
I
Yes.
tried it
Yeah.
here for the first time.
Yes,
So
you
last time I came in for microneedling, Jenna was like, you have to try this drink. It's delicious.
Yeah.
So I had it on the way out and it was.
Which one's your favorite?
I think I had guava last time, but we're currently drinking mango. And it's good.
And I have to say, I know they can't see it in here, but your guys' place is amazing.
Oh, it's
it's
stunning.
so beautiful. There is a numbing room, which I'd never seen in a med spa before.
Yeah.
Yeah, numbing relaxation.
Yeah.
There's a snack.
Yeah, there's like a
Have
little
drink.
right.
They always have
little TV.
snacks,
Yeah.
Always.
which
I
I really
love that.
appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's evident when you walk
Chargers.
in. Yeah, chargers.
Yeah.
We think of everything.
They do.
I was gonna say that's evident when you walk in that you're
Yeah.
really thinking about the consumer experience, not
Yeah.
just about
Yeah.
the result, which they do get.
Yes,
but
yes,
while they're here, so
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about your journey starting
Yeah.
here.
How'd you
I know
get
you
here?
guys just had a rebrand.
We did.
Yeah, talk about that.
Yeah, it took about 2.5, 3 years from conception to grand opening.
Mhm.
Our owner just wanted to create something that she's been to many med spas, and she just wanted to create something where she knew ethically and
Mhm.
results driven that this was the place she wanted to go to. So she decided to open her own and made it beautiful at that.
She did an amazing job.
Yeah,
you can tell.
she did.
Every
It's gorgeous.
detail.
I love
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
aesthetic, the vibes. It's so great. When I walked in here the first time, I was like, ooh. This is
I thought that today. I was
So
like,
from
oh.
there, when I met her, she allowed me the creative experience, like to be able to build my own team.
Cool.
And I had met her through my years of being in the industry.
Mhm.
And so when I got to build my dream team, I
Yeah.
had to bring her on.
I
So,
love that.
Yeah.
It really is like lasting impressions.
It
Yeah.
really
You
is.
know?
Yeah.
And
It's
I-
a small world.
Can I note though that
Hold on to us.
you called me so excited
I did.
after her interview with the owner.
Oh,
She
I love that.
You
was
have to come.
so excited,
Yeah.
and she's like, "I have to have you. Like,
Oh.
I have to have you."
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
So
Yeah.
How long have you guys known each other?
a
little over a year.
and a half.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. Amazing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short and sweet.
Yeah. Well, when you
That's so
know, and
exciting.
especially in like a collaborative and like effort,
Yeah.
you know when it's good.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
that's important.
And
And you can
yes.
tell.
We've been learning a lot about, obviously, starting this podcast together. It's like
Mhm.
your team is everything. Who
Everything.
you decide to
Yeah.
do things with is so
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
You have to have that good connection with
You
somebody.
spend
So.
most of your day with them more
Right.
than anybody else.
Right.
So we
Right.
haven't gotten sick of each other yet.
That's good.
And we actually hang out outside.
Oh my God,
so
I love that.
we definitely aren't sick of each other.
No, I
Oh,
love
good.
that. We have really strong duos here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like colliding right now.
Yes,
I love
it's
it.
also our first pod with 4 people.
Yeah.
This is kind of
I
fun.
know.
In the wild.
Yes.
In the wild.
In the
and
wild.
Up in a new
Yeah.
space
Yeah.
with our legs showing. So
That's good.
Getting out of our comfort zone today. I'm like, ooh, the knees.
well, I literally, I was like, okay,
I don't know.
so pale.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
But like, look at this tan.
Okay.
But you-
Wow.
I'm sure you put your
Okay.
sunscreen on too.
Tell us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Beth
always
is like,
sunscreen my
uh-huh.
face,
Beth
but
is hiding.
don't look at her because
Yeah.
she will tell you otherwise.
I see.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Sure.
Right.
Amazing.
Ah.
Beth,
Yeah.
tell us
Yeah.
a little bit about your background. How did you get here?
Here in this industry, or
Yeah.
here at
What made you
Skinway?
want to get into? You could say both. Like, what made you want to get into skincare?
It's so with me being a medical assistant
Yeah.
for a really long time,
Yeah.
I just felt like this paired very well together.
Mhm.
And then I started seeing a esthetician for myself. And then I
Amazing.
started seeing the change in my skin.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to create this transformation
Totally.
in other people and then also restore confidence as
Oh,
well.
that's so important.
Yeah.
I feel like people who,
Yeah.
I mean, I have had really bad acne before. And
Same.
I was telling you guys a little bit
Mhm.
beforehand, like I went on Accutane my senior year of high school. And like when you have never experienced it, you don't know how much it takes away from your confidence. Like I felt like a completely different person when I was having those skin breakouts. So
Yeah.
I mean, thank you for doing that. And I'm excited to even like talk to you afterwards about more things I can do to make it look better.
How can I help my skin?
Oh, yeah.
That's why we're really here. So-
Can I get
We're
a
gonna do
personal
a
treatment?
consult. Right on the air.
It really is like such a confidence because it's the first thing people see. And it's,
Yeah.
and
It's
you
huge.
feel like
It is.
everybody's looking at it all the time too. And
Mhm.
And
it
it's
can
so
really
painful, and people just really
Yeah.
don't understand how painful it really is.
Yep,
So
yep,
when we get that feedback of how
Yeah.
she's like changed their skin,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that part for us is just like, oh my god, yes,
Yeah.
it's working.
That's why we do what we do, you know?
Mhm.
That's the goal. You want to
Exactly.
change people's skin. So that's always exciting when you feel like you're actually making a difference in someone's life. And skin, like we said, it's huge
Yeah, it
in your
feels like
confidence.
a sense of purpose behind what you're doing too. Coming
Right.
to work every day.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's awesome.
we can get Botox in there too. And laser hair removal here.
All the
and
things.
All the things.
Yes.
All the things.
We'll
All
talk
those
about all the
topics.
taboo topics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, let's talk a little bit about it's the summertime in Arizona.
Yes.
I'm new to this heat.
I'm adjusting.
For lack of a better, we cuss on this podcast. Like,
We do.
what? I can't even say it here. I feel too professional, actually.
I know. This isn't the right setting.
What do we do? Like, what? Like, how do you take care of your skin in the Arizona heat,
Yeah.
or just like in the summertime? Is it just sunscreen or staying out of the sun?
What are the
It's-
secrets?
It's so many things, I think. Lots of hydration, water,
Mm.
electrolytes.
How much water are you supposed to drink?
We were having this argument today
Oh goodness.
because I told her, isn't there like a formula that's your body weight
Yes.
in conversion to ounces of something?
That's what
And
they
I said, no way.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Lauren's like
Yes,
4
ma'am.
cups of coffee and 1 water bottle should do.
Liquid is liquid.
I'm sorry,
my.
but there is
Oh
water in
my.
coffee.
I'm like, my 7th Diet Coke? That's
Yes.
liquid.
I'm
She
like,
gets it.
my iced Americano has water in it somehow.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
has to.
It was once water.
Exactly.
But what is the conversion? Do we know?
Do you know?
No, I don't know.
Okay,
Just like, okay,
When
in
in
terms
doubt,
of like
drink
Stanley
water.
cups, like how many cups is
right.
water?
Well, there's different sizes.
Well, it's depending on the ounce.
32.
So 32, what, 4 to 6?
See, I told you. It's a
Oh, 'cause
lot.
he's the full
You're
one while
supposed
you're
to
working
drink a
out.
lot.
Yeah,
we drink
because I have a 40
Okay.
Right.
ounce and I do 2 to 3.
Wow. Okay, see? That's good.
And then we
Yeah.
Same
add like,
corrected.
our electrolytes to it.
Do you do
Like,
element?
Element.
That's what we do.
salts,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried a new one.
I tried Water Boy.
Water Boy.
Okay.
Oh,
Did you
I
like
like it on
it?
TikTok.
I liked it.
Oh.
And I've been the salt girl.
An element
forever.
girl, yeah.
Element, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
They have a
that's
few
good to
different
know.
variations too. Like there's
Yeah.
a recovery one.
It was a
Ooh.
hydration, a weekend.
A weekend. We're gonna bring that on
Mhm.
a cruise. So.
Oh,
You're
Oh,
going on a
cruise.
We
cruise.
are, yeah.
Tell us.
So,
Where are you
yeah.
going? When are you going? I want to
Cancun.
Right?
fun. We were just in
Fun.
Cabo.
Wow. You don't know where we're going?
No, that's
She's
us.
just
Yeah.
like,
She's the planner. She knows everything.
She planned it. I'm
Yeah,
just
no,
going.
I'm the same. I'm the same.
See?
I always say, I'm like, what makes a friendship last is the friend that has everything down to the detail. They
Yeah.
planned out the itinerary, sent it out.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
the friend who kind of knows your flight info, knows what you'll be wearing.
She shows up.
And you show up.
Yeah. She's a veteran with it. Like she's on cruise like 15, and I'm just like, this is my first one.
Wow.
I am just going. I'll
Yeah,
show up.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
never been on a cruise.
Oh,
Do we like cruises? I have a, I
She's-
don't know, because I get motion
15
sickness.
deep.
No,
I would
you-
say she
you
loves
So I
it.
don't
get scared.
really-
You don't
Well,
really.
everyone's different. but
Right.
It doesn't affect me at
Okay.
all.
We'll report.
I've
back.
never gotten nauseous. I've never, thrown up.
Wow.
Just
Okay, so
It's
maybe
'cause
we
you're
need
drinking so
to.
much water.
No,
You're
our
hydrated.
biggest
Not
dilemma
on the ship.
Our biggest dilemma right now is do we buy the drink package?
I say yes.
yeah, yeah.
I'm an
Remaining
advocate for the
Yeah.
drink package.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I have a good question. When you're going on this cruise,
Yeah.
what are your travel essentials for
Mm.
skincare?
Sunscreen.
Right.
Antioxidant protection hats.
Hats.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Mm.
Yes.
And I'm going to bring Jenna a hat.
Yes.
And I'm going to make her wear.
Yes, you are.
I don't know how long. She'll
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
the
yeah.
hat on.
Fun fact: we do give hats to all of our clients.
Oh.
I got a hat. I got a hat.
As a
I brought it to
sun protection outfit
Cabo.
treatment. Yeah, yeah.
If you guys follow me on Instagram
Yeah.
and you saw the pictures with the big sun hat and the bow in
You
the
got
back,
that here?
I sure
Yeah.
did.
We always want you to protect
Yeah.
your investment, and if you're not going to buy one yourself, we're going to get one for you.
Right.
So-
Protect your investment.
Smart.
Because
Yeah.
it is an investment
It
to come in
is.
here and
Yeah,
pay for these
it is.
procedures.
Yeah.
And the things that you do outside of this room
Yeah,
Yeah,
are
exactly.
just as important. Right. The
Yes.
things that you bring onto your cruise
Yeah,
are just
exactly.
as important.
important.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have antioxidants.
So yeah.
Sunscreen.
My antioxidant. the
Okay.
Sunblock.
Amazing.
All my hat protection, sun protection.
Love. Wow.
And then, just the little cute fits.
Yeah, right. That's it.
And that's that.
Yeah.
Swimsuits and
Oh, so
you
many.
know.
What's your go-to sunscreen?
Oh.
Okay.
What's one that
is-
could be maybe like medical grade, and then one that is
Mm.
like you could get at
A
CVS
drugstore.
or something?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
The best sunscreen.
Mhm.
The
Okay.
best sunscreen.
Hold
That
up.
one. It gets real. This is the one that you're going to wear.
There you
Okay. So just sunscreen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
30 SPF minimum.
Okay. Love.
Yeah. Just get it on.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I
Head to
do
toe.
the tanning 15 SPF.
30 minimum.
That
Okay.
helps a little bit.
Got it.
You'll
I'll go throw those away.
30 minimum, drink more water. We're
Noted.
learning.
We're learning.
Yeah.
We're learning.
We all have our favorites, and they even
Yeah.
have those. I think I gave you one,
Yes.
like the powder sunscreen, so you can like touch
Yes.
up while you're out at the pool.
Mhm.
It's like makeup, like a little compact.
I love
and,
those.
Absorb some of that
Yeah.
sweat if you need to.
I
But-
remember telling you about my face sunscreen because I switch off between Elastin, the tinted one,
Mhm.
and then I do also.
That's what I'm wearing today.
Yeah.
Oh, work.
And she's
Sure.
glowing.
Glowing, yeah.
Or Color Science. And
Okay,
you
that's a
were
good
saying
one.
both of those are good. So
Super good.
We are bringing on a new line,
Ooh.
and we both love their sunscreen. I don't know if we
Mhm.
want to talk more about it, but it comes in a compact, it comes in a tinted, it comes in non-tinted.
oh, cool.
Comes in a stick.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
real easy to
Convenient.
apply. Yeah, so convenient.
Yeah, love that. Okay.
Super.
And that one's
Skin Better Science.
So we'll be bringing
Yes.
that one on.
I think we'll have 4 or 5 different sunscreen
Sunscreens,
options.
just-
Oh,
cool,
nice.
Yeah,
So that's
Okay.
works very well for all skin types.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All skin types.
Okay, I love that.
I wear Istin.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
You're like,
I found that
is that good?
Istin is really good. A lot of dermatologists will recommend that to their patients.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got it at a med spa.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you find it to be kind of chalky though?
Okay, well, I just got the tinted one.
Oh, okay.
So I like that
Oh,
one
perfect.
better than the just normal one because
Okay.
the normal one was a little white cast,
The white cast,
chalky, and I really had to rub it in.
Yes.
But I like the tinted one so far. Like I'm
Good.
wearing that in concealer today, and I feel
Yeah.
fine with
Good.
this. Yeah.
And I'm happy that you're saying just any sunscreen because I feel like I hear all the time, make sure it's mineral or has the zinc in it. And then the
So
white
confusing.
cast really bothers me.
Yeah.
I can't get behind the white
Sunscreen
cast.
is very personal.
Okay.
So you really need to try it. You need to feel it. You need
Right.
to make sure that you like how it looks under your makeup.
Mm.
Right.
It's not going to leave a cast for you. So it's
I love
very
that.
Yeah.
personal.
Yeah. I also
Yeah.
feel like there's so much information out there just
Yes.
about like
You
like
never
on
know.
TikTok now. I like scroll through my For You page and I'm like, okay, so I'll do this. Okay, so I won't do this.
I'm overwhelmed.
Like there is so much information.
Yeah.
So I think it's
Yeah.
beneficial to come to experts like you and be like,
Mhm.
what do I do? Give me a plan
Yes,
for my
exactly.
skin or what you think procedures would be next.
And that's what we do. So if you come in for a consult,
Mhm.
we talk obviously what the concerns are.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then we talk skincare, and then treatments, and then we come up with a plan, and then I go over products and then treatments, and then we
Cool.
go from there.
and things that clients have to do outside of here.
Oh,
As well.
Absolutely. Because it's not just what you do in here. This is maybe 20%, 30%. 70% is what you're going to do at home because you should be touching your skin
Yeah.
twice a day,
Mhm.
washing, putting on all the things in the morning and at night. So that's going to be very, very helpful, almost more effective
Mhm.
Yeah.
than what you're doing when you come see an esthetician. That might be once a
Right.
month for people.
Mm.
And then for some people, that might be twice a year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
Mhm.
it just really, really depends.
Yeah, I was going to ask for someone who's kind of new to this world or just getting into, going to a med spa, seeing an esthetician.
Yeah.
How often do you recommend coming to see you guys or what treatments would you start with on someone?
I mean, ideally, somebody who's got younger skin, it's not
Mhm.
going to be a lot of corrective. It's going to be
Mhm.
more preventative, right? So
Right.
maybe start with a facial and then introduce at that facial, let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
These are things that we can do to stimulate collagen
Work.
now in your
Mhm.
mid-20s, because that's when that's when
Mid-20s.
that's when we stop producing collagen.
Oh, perfect.
And
Okay.
so
Awesome.
doing treatments that are going to stimulate collagen.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Fun.
definitely a conversation. Facial would be first, and then we'll kind of talk
Move on
treatments.
to the big guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Cool.
that there seems to be like a patience behind it, where it's not like you have to come in here and like sell right away.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when I've been
I'm
in
not that
spaces,
kind of provider.
like,
No.
it feels like that, and you're like, oh, do
Very
I have to
salesy.
do? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like you must buy these 10 products
No.
right away to make your skin better. And that's
No.
always so overwhelming for somebody who's new to this world,
Yeah,
but
for
I feel
us-
like it's a relationship though
Exactly.
between your provider
I love
and the patient. So I need to get to know your skin. You need to feel comfortable with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just start
So-
talking about your concerns too. Like, tell me
Mhm.
what you're seeing, because I mean, we can see, we're trained to see so much,
Totally,
you know.
yeah.
But it's just like, what's bothering you, and then we can help you address that, you
Right.
know, and kind of give you some education on moving forward from there too.
Yeah.
So
That's so fair because I feel like we talk about this too, where you look at your own skin the most critically.
Right.
So I've been having hormonal acne flare-ups, and Lauren says to me, "It's really not that bad. Like I can barely notice it when I look at you, but to me, it's all I can focus on and all I can look at." And I'm like, "My acne is so bad. I can't step outside today." But
She'll
everybody's
be in
different.
the mirror, like, and I'm like, well, of course, when you're looking at it like that and
Yeah.
hyper focused, then obviously you're gonna think that way.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's why you come to a professional too. For
That's
them
why I
to-
see Beth. That's why you see Beth.
That's why I get microneedling.
That's why I get my microneedling.
Yeah.
Exactly.
exactly.
which I feel like has really helped your skin too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because I've never done Botox or anything, and I had been hearing about microneedling for a while and wanted to try it. So when you guys reached out, I was like, oh, this is a perfect opportunity. And I immediately felt my face get like tighter, and then my pores shrunk, which for me was huge because I, as an acne, person,
That's my thing too.
yes,
I've
always had large pores.
Yeah.
So it like tightened. My acne actually got better. I'm definitely still having flare-ups, but I've only done 2 treatments, and I know you're supposed to do, I think you said 3 before you start really seeing the big results.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I see results after at least like even just like when I've done them before in the past, but then I'll like randomly she'll do one to me and I'm just like, oh my God, my skin is glowing. But I kind of would love to hear your feedback on because we always get patients calling and they're so scared of like the aftercare or like how like the downtime, how hard.
Yes, people ask me that.
Yeah. Can you give a little explanation on your experience, downtime, all the things?
So I was a little scared, obviously, because you were saying, your face is going to be so bright red. And it was alarming the first time. I was pretty scared of myself.
And people look up on the internet and see like the worst. And like the worst case
most
scenario.
Terrifying ones. But mine really wasn't that bad. I think it wasn't painful at all because we did the whole numbing process, which I really appreciated.
Great numbing.
Yes. And it was, it was 30 minutes and I could sit down in a comfy chair and get a snack and let the numbing set in. And so by the time I did the treatment, I didn't feel anything. It was just a little like scratch, but it wasn't anything, I really couldn't feel it.
Like a buzzing, like even just on the nose, you're just
like a tingle maybe, like an itch, but it wasn't bad at all. So that was totally fine, pain-free for me. And then I would say after 24 hours, honestly, I was way less red.
You sent me pictures and you look great.
I sent you pictures. The only part, my neck lasted a little longer because it's a little jarring on the neck. So I had that line that made me look like I got a bad sunburn. But honestly, after I would say 2 to 3 days, I was pretty much back to normal. So it was not bad.
And that's one thing to know is that here we always include the neck for free, just because.
Did you hear that?
Like aging doesn't stop at the face, like it always. The signs of aging is always on the neck. So we always include it for free. Some places, they do upcharge for that, but that's something that like. This is her stamp of approval, having people walk around. So it's going to be the full thing.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You got to get in there.
I need to. Well, I was telling you guys about like I just have a lot of hyperpigmentation, a lot of like dry areas. My skin has changed a lot, and I'm also on hormone medication for PCOS. So I'm on a testosterone cream and a progesterone pill because I had all estrogen, all estrogen. So and I'm on a few like supplements as well. So I've been doing that for, in September, it'll be a year from when I started going on that medication, but I've seen my skin change throughout the time and for the better, but also I think as I'm aging as well, I'm seeing like more lines and I've gotten, which I wanted to ask you about, I've gotten preventative Botox before. So I've done it about 3 times and I loved it. I felt like the girl who did it for me in LA was great. But I don't do it routinely. And I just want to find a specific routine that I can bring into my late 20s with my new like balanced hormones that is kind of just going to like fine tune my skin. Like sometimes when I look at it, especially without makeup, I can see like the redness around here, like the dry spots in my T-zone, and nothing feels like quite fresh and even. And that's what I'm aiming for. So that's my consultation.
So we're having a free consult on air for Lauren.
One good thing is that like even with Botox and the treatments that she does, it's like a sandwich effect. Like we always say like the preventative Botox plus like a chemical peel or microneedling all works so well together because it's addressing like the etched in lines and then preventing the ones from making those deep lines, moving forward. So it's always like, sometimes people are like, oh, I'm scared to get this, but it's like, we can work with your anatomy because everybody's so different. So, it's not a one size fits all. We're all different. You're on medication. There's a lot of different variables. So what may work for me might not be the perfect plan for her and vice versa. But
you get different units of Botox.
Yes.
I mean, it would be different for you guys. So you never want to go to a cookie cutter place that just does like, you get 40, you get 40. It's like your movement is so different than even hers, and same with ours. And my skin concerns are different than hers. So she struggles with melasma. I don't have that. And so the things that we're struggling with are so different. So we don't want to go to a place that is just like, this is what you get. And it's like
a standardized thing.
Yeah,
So.
I think that goes back to the ethical approach because I think with Botox and filler being so normalized, and I mean, I live in LA, like it is everywhere. You see a lot of it, and you see a lot of
Overdone.
And I'm like, who are you going to that is doing that to you? Because to me, it's like, how are you? Like, it's just about getting a check from them at that point. And so I think I see that so much, and I think it's been so normalized with our generation, especially. So finding people like you that have an ethical approach, that take your time with your clients is really special.
Yes. So. I love the, when I'm looking for someone, I want someone that is able to tell someone, no, I'm sorry, I'm not going to treat you. Let's dissolve you. Let's do something different. So that's just our approach to it, because it's like, it's not about the price of like a syringe or anything like that. We want to treat you based on an overall outcome. Because everybody can just be like, oh, I only want half a syringe of filler. It's like, well, let's just talk about like what your overall goal is. And then this is the price to get you there, not based off syringe or even just saying no, because sometimes people can walk in here and they're very overfilled. And again, that's another one of our things where it's like, we don't want you to be like, oh, I got done at Skinway. And it's like,
Don't tell us that. No. I feel, okay, maybe taboo, but I also feel like Scottsdale is one of those areas where we see that a lot. It's pretty common. Like the overfilling, overdone.
I'm glad, because I feel like it is starting to kind of like stray away from the overdone, and it's going to go back to the more natural. And, you know, we do have people calling and we're like, do you guys dissolve? And I'm like, we do.
Come here.
So I think that day and age hopefully is kind of like fading away, and we're going to the more like, let's do microneedling, let's do things to boost the collagen. We have so many lasers that have been so transformative. Like some of her photos, she even entered to like win what was it?
A free weekend trip in Florida
because of the
based
results
off of a before and after.
Wow.
I got a picture.
Cool.
Should we maybe see some of those?
Of course. If you send them to us, we'll put it on the pod.
But so the damage that's been done, people always want like a magic eraser, and they don't understand that it is going to be like, that's why we always say like a series, and people think that we're overselling, but it truly is. It's going to take time to reverse the decades of the sun damage and everything that has caused it. So there is a process to our madness.
I trust
but
you.
the results she's gotten,
Wow.
And I get so happy.
The
other day I was doing a before and after while the patient was numbing. And I
Jenna, look at me.
Oh my God. And it was one microneedle. And I was like, I love this.
See, but that's how you know you're in the right field too, is when you get that excited about what you're doing.
So excited.
And it's that fulfilling process. It's how we feel with dance. It's, you know,
exactly.
I love that.
Anything you're passionate about, right? I feel like that just exudes. And I don't know, when I see these amazing before and afters and what I'm able to do with one treatment of, it could just be a peel, a microneedle,
and then
a laser
their
treatment
feedback too.
Yeah.
So excited.
So excited.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, skin is such a personal thing, and it can make you so insecure. And I know we've both experienced that in our lives. So I think, you know, when you get to change that around and see visible results, it's so exciting too.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it makes you want to stick to your program more.
Definitely.
Like my skincare routine now compared to how it was in, you know, college, for example, way different. I've got my whole, you know, 8-step process now. Gotta get my spray.
Get
it. My hyacinth spray.
That's a cult favorite. Everybody's been loving the hyacinth spray.
It's so. Can we talk about it?
Yeah, we're gonna have.
Okay, I want you to explain why this magic product is so great. Beth, take it away.
Oh boy. This is hypochlorous acid. So this is how we phrase this is hand sanitizer in a bottle before your face.
Amazing.
So it kills bacteria.
So cool.
It's just absolutely phenomenal for post-procedure, sensitized skin, balancing the skin.
After the gym.
I keep it in my gym bag.
On the plane.
Oh, on the
It disinfects.
Yeah.
Literally. The rep was in here talking to us and she's like, this will kill COVID.
yeah.
And I was like,
Wow.
she's like, take this
You heard
in
it
the
here,
plane.
guys.
She's like, take it in the plane and just spray
Run.
it around you.
Wow.
She was saying you can spray it like if you have like pink eye, like
Oh, yeah,
all the things, like,
conjunctivitis.
itches.
What?
Yeah.
Do you want to try it?
In a bottle.
Right
Like,
now?
you can spray
Yeah.
it. Just
Yeah.
keep your eyes
Spray it on
open.
my.
The best
Makeup?
thing is it's such
You
a
don't have to
fine
close your
mist.
eyes.
I don't have to close my eyes.
No.
I mean,
What?
you can.
Oh, I didn't
but
know
yeah.
that.
You don't
Every
have
time
to.
I've been closing my eyes.
You don't
I'm
have
like,
to.
Wait, now you're.
No, but here.
there you
To
go.
make it aesthetic, maybe close it.
I'm like, she looked way better doing it.
Yeah.
She really got
I
into
did
it.
a lot.
But we do.
Cool.
We have
Cool.
done like testing with other ones from Amazon or from
Sure.
other places, and like the fine mist that comes from it is
The
just like
spray in that is insane.
No,
it's amazing.
Because I mean, I have like
you don't
the
want to like
Tower 28. I feel like that's supposed to be like a
Common
that's
one.
A very
that's a
TikTok,
yeah,
trendy,
yeah. Can you
yeah.
tell I'm scrolling
Yeah.
a lot? So yeah, I have the Tower 28 one, and it's fine. But I feel
Yeah.
like that's obviously like
But
But
that
also
feels
this one-
luxurious.
Yeah, it
This
does.
is way better than Tower 28 because it's an airless pump.
Mm.
So each spray,
Mhm.
you're going to get the same efficacy from the first spray to the
Wow.
very last because there's no air that gets in.
Cool.
Also, there's no light that gets in here. There's a triple wall here that
Cool.
does not allow any light to get through. So
Uh-huh.
the Tower 28,
Uh-huh.
you probably got about 8 to 10 days
What?
with it being
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know,
But you got
for
your
2
support
months.
point.
Whoa. We got the points.
8 to 10
But from your first
days.
spray
That's
to your last,
crazy.
it's going to be the exact same because of the
I'm speechless.
technology. Yeah,
Wow.
the
And
airless
so like
pump in the triple wall.
I've, actually have used this one before. That is kind of called
So good.
Wash, and I used it in high school.
So
And
good.
I've kind of gone back and forth between medical grade and like generic drugstore. I use a mix of it right now.
Yeah.
But should I be using medical grade?
Yeah. Tell us
If you want to
the
take
tea.
your results up a notch,
I
that's
do.
where it's at.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
And as we start to age and we have more and more concerns with aging,
Yeah.
then you do want to make that switch. But for some people, I get it. It's not in everybody's budget, or
Yeah.
some people just want to see,
Right.
and take their time. That's okay too. But
Or it's
there's
not
a
as
big
accessible.
change
Difference.
I mean,
with
even
medical grade.
Even talking about budget, let's say is clinical one that you did face wash.
Yes.
So
It was.
and that's
and
where
it was
it's like
I got it at a med spa because I went
just
for
the
like
regular
acne.
cleansing.
It was
cleansing
the
complex.
it was the cleanser, and then it was like one of those like active serums.
Active
one
serum.
of those.
Love
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're stuck on like the price point, like I would say maybe I don't want to say like skip the cleansing complex or something like that, but like just address what is your main concern. So if it's like pigmentation, or like I love the pads down there. Like there are certain things where it's like if you only have a certain budget for one thing,
Sure.
pick that over like the face wash.
The
you know, like-
actives.
exactly.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I mean,
Yes.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
Pick my actives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
Cool.
helpful to hear because
Yeah.
especially like in your 20s, and it's like you have to be smart about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
But with another thing to note, with medical grade, a little goes a long way. So these products, they might come with a little bit more of a higher price point.
Sure.
However, they're going to last you so long.
yeah, you
And
won't
they're gonna
have
give you
just
such
8 to 10
great-
days to use it. yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling exposed.
Yeah. Of course they don't tell you that.
Can you guys talk about what other products are out here? Because I haven't even looked.
brought
So
up
like,
our
what's over
favorites.
here?
favorites. Yeah.
Fan favorites. Do
Well,
tell.
You're the
Maybe we'll
expert.
start here.
No, you
She
talk about.
she raves about that
this-
one.
yeah.
She will
Oh.
sell everybody.
That's my
on
growth
that one.
factor.
Yeah.
Is this what you put on my after microneedling? I feel like you didn't
You
know.
can.
Okay.
But didn't I spray you? I sprayed you with hyacinth.
And then I did something.
We gave you the growth factor.
Growth
from,
factors.
Oh, anti-age.
Anti-age.
That's what it was.
Okay.
That's why
So
you
we
healed so
might-
That's why I
fast.
healed so fast.
Yeah.
We microneedled that
Yeah.
in, and then
Wow.
used it topically for post-procedure.
That's why it was so good.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is
But
different.
that's-
Growth factor serum.
Yeah, growth
Okay.
factor serum. That's just magic in
So
a bottle.
cunning.
So that was great for
Mm.
hydrating
Sold.
and
You
really
can use it.
softening
Like,
fine lines.
Put it on your hand. See what it feels like.
No,
No, it feels really nice.
Oh, I love
love
these.
these.
I love
Yeah.
the pumpers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I just called it a pumper. I don't.
Did
That's
I
its,
get too much?
that's its
It's
new name.
fine. Just rub it on in. Yeah. I
I'm
really
just
like
gonna
the
get
way
it.
it feels.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice. I wish
very
you guys could feel this. You have no
Okay,
idea
so
what we're.
what does it do?
luxurious.
Yeah.
It's a growth
Oh.
factor peptide, so it's really great.
Gentle.
It's really great for softening those fine lines and wrinkles. Great for hydrating the skin. So anybody who's looking for hydration and anti-aging,
Yeah.
My mom
The
too.
difference that I feel in this part of my hand versus my other
So
hand
nice.
is
So
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
get that for my mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
no, yeah,
And then we have
this is that.
That one's my favorite. I like
Okay.
to use that one in the shower. I probably use it about 2 or 3 times a week because it
Cleansing
really has that grittiness, but it's not super gritty. But I do like it because it really like does that exfoliation that my skin needs because
See?
I am out in the sun so much.
and I heard a while ago, a few years ago, everyone was talking about how you shouldn't use scrubs on your face.
Oh yeah.
And people were freaking out about which one is it like a drugstore brand that everyone was
St.
Ives. Thank you.
Apricot.
Yeah.
Apricot
Yeah.
scrub.
Yeah.
like just ground up pieces.
We're scared.
There's crushed walnuts
Yeah.
in there. So
Not in this one.
No, not
Not
in
in
this.
this
No,
I'm
the
like, wow.
apricot scrub
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
nice. So
Just little micro. Like,
micro
tears in the
That's
skin.
Oh,
yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
skin.
So it's not all
No.
Mm-mm.
grainy
No.
products. Okay.
No.
It's
Okay.
literally just
Just
St.
that
Ives.
one.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
Noted.
Yes.
See, everyone freaks out on the internet.
Yeah. No,
I know.
This one
Yeah.
is so gentle. We have one, is it by Zio?
Zio.
Up there that is a little bit more aggressive.
Okay.
That one I love too, but this one I just
Love
like,
it.
I can use this one more often.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can feel the difference between them.
I feel like
So
Zio's
cool.
exfoliating polish is like the gateway to that line because how your skin feels after using it one time is
Yeah.
amazing.
I think
So-
I used it. It's the
Did you?
blue gel, right? Or it's like
It's
a
not
blue
gel.
It's
but
like
It's right up
it's a
there.
scrub.
It's a scrub.
Yes.
Yeah.
I used
Very
it.
gritty.
And yes,
Yes.
and I immediately was like, oh wow. I have
Oh, I
like
think I did give
Yeah.
you the little one.
I
That's
have
right.
baby bottom skin
Yeah.
after I used it. I
Yeah.
was like, oh my
That's what I'm
god.
saying. It's like
You
that.
try it. I have it at home.
I gotta get on this.
I have it at
Same
home.
game, yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
Between that one's, I feel like that one is one of our best sellers. You sell everybody on that, and
Complexion
use it
renewal
as
I've
pads.
well.
heard of these.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
maybe this brand, but this concept.
Yes,
No,
the complexion
There's 2
pads.
different ones. There's an oil control one, right? And then
Yep.
this one.
Yep.
I
Mhm.
use this one.
So do I.
Love it.
Cool.
Daily. Yeah.
So yeah.
Daily.
Yeah.
Wow. Zoe Skin Health.
It's like a toner.
So yeah, there's salicylic in there and there's glycolic in there.
Nice.
So great for chemical exfoliation, pH balancing, controlling that sebum production throughout the day, kind of controlling it and keeping that at bay.
Cool.
And yeah, just helps to every product that you put on there afterwards just works so much better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
with these products that are out, maybe you can add 1 or 2 more in.
Yeah.
What kind of routine would you build? Like a morning and a nighttime routine
One thing
with
that
these?
grabs
Yeah,
the
that's the always.
I like
Yeah.
that.
I'm a pigment girl because I'm always working on pigment because I have melasma. And it's a chronic condition. So it's something that you
Sure.
just
Yeah.
just try to control.
Mhm.
It's nothing that you're ever going to cure or get rid of. But yeah, Vivid Brightening Serum is great for anybody with pigmentation, sun damage,
Cool.
age spots, melasma, anybody with real bad like pigment,
Yeah.
stubborn pigment.
Uh-huh.
So that one's phenomenal. But we carry a lot of really good products here. As clinical, Hydrinity, Zio, we're bringing on Skin Better Science, which is
Yeah.
very well known. A lot of
That's a good
great
one.
products here. So
A
there's
lot of
a lot
times you
to
walk
choose from.
into a med spa and they just have every
Right.
company under the sun.
I've had that
Yeah,
experience.
and it's
well,
just
yeah.
like there's just too many options. And so then when we
So
open this
overwhelmed.
place, it's like we handpicked the ones that we wanted.
Right.
That we're
I mean,
passionate about.
She was so
Yeah.
passionate about certain ones, and I am too. And so it's like it's not a wall of overwhelming product.
Right.
We handpick the ones that we know deliver the results that everybody needs.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I love
that's
that.
why it's not overwhelming when you walk in here.
No,
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Yeah. And
It's very
especially
cool.
talking to you guys, it's like you're not salesy, but it's like you're result driven.
Yeah.
So that makes me want to buy it.
Yeah.
Because it's intentional.
Everything
Yeah.
up there is stuff that we would use ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And you
Yeah.
believe in the
Do
results.
use.
Yeah.
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 So
And-
just kind of like a generic routine.
Yeah.
I know, not too specific because
Mhm.
it's obviously a very personable thing.
Mhm.
What would you do? Like
Cool.
what are the
Every
steps?
morning, night, definitely have to start off with a cleanser. Like the most basic, so cleanse, moisturize, SPF. That would probably be the most basic.
Yeah.
And then you just build.
Build
You
from
build
there.
from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely want to have exfoliation in there, whether it be chemical, physical exfoliation, but some kind of exfoliation to get those cells turned over a lot faster. But yeah, then we just build from there depending on what your concerns are.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. With exfoliation, is it like a couple times a week thing? Yeah. Not an everyday thing. I mean, depending. Right?
Yeah, because I do retinol every day. That's chemical exfoliation.
Okay.
I do my pads. That's chemical exfoliation. I use my active serum here and there because I love that stuff. And that's chemical exfoliation. And then, of course, I have my physical exfoliation with Zio's exfoliating polish.
Right.
Yeah.
So
But that's where, like, when you're new to it, like, she'll definitely build you a treatment plan.
It's
And
right.
it's like, this is what you're going to do for the first X amount of time.
Sure.
And
Right.
then build your way up. So then you can one day get to the point where you can do it every day.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, but you
Because
never
you
want to
wanna
just
build.
like balls to the wall. Like,
Right.
You know, start and then
every
like,
day.
and then
0 to 100.
And then you're going to start off and just be like, my skin is going crazy.
Yeah.
No, she does a treatment plan.
So that
you
it
can
doesn't.
build up to it.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I love
That's
that.
helpful.
Yeah.
Very
I
cool.
need to get in here.
I know. I have a good question. Okay, so Sephora has their like clean at Sephora line, and they just pick brands. I don't know if you guys have seen this, where they're like, oh, they're clean products, and I think people just
Like
assume.
Drunk Elephant.
Yeah, when you
yeah.
hear
Like,
or pharmacy or
Yeah.
when you hear clean product, you immediately think
Better for
better
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Is that
Jump free.
What's your opinion on that? How do we feel about
All
that?
these are like paraben free.
These are all
I don't have
the
any
same.
fragrances,
Yeah.
guys. Like
That's a
that,
huge
right?
thing I've heard is the
Um,
fragrance.
But I guess is organic like the buzzword or like
clean beauty.
organic,
Yeah. I don't even know what it
I don't
means,
even know what
really.
it means.
But
Like,
if you
that's
turn
good.
those boxes around, like what makes it clean?
Right.
Everything
Right.
on the
Not
back of
just
the
of
box.
animals. Like I feel like
Right.
that's mostly
Yeah.
what they're like saying. So
Yeah.
Everything on the box that's an ingredient is a chemical.
Yeah.
Right. Interesting.
I feel
guess-
like it's overwhelming
What
even
makes it
walking
clean?
into Sephora now.
Yes.
'Cause I'm like,
Yeah.
where everything
So many
looks the
brands.
same and feels the same, and then I'm like, what is actually working? And I
But
think
the price point too. I
Right.
mean, you would
Ooh,
say like
yeah.
when going
Totally.
into Sephora, like
Sure.
it's not cheap.
No.
But like if you can spend that much there,
right.
why don't you just come in here and get the stuff
Yeah.
that like tried and true works, you know?
For
And
another $10, $15.
Right,
sometimes maybe even the same price. Like
Exactly.
pharmacy stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
Vitamin C is.
do you
the same
remember how
price
much you
as
paid
ours.
for the Tower 28?
I mean, probably like 20 something, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's like 28.
28.
I think so,
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Or a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
But I mean, a little bit more, and you get that one, and I think you get more in this one.
Well, you
It
do
looks
because
bigger, yeah.
it lasts more than 8 to 10 days.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I believe that. I
yeah.
feel like I'm
There's
using
a
it
good
all the time.
Yeah.
I do see her using it all the time.
Well, and I travel a lot too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
once I
Yeah.
heard, oh, use this on a plane and it can actually prevent you from getting sick.
Yeah.
Because that's a huge thing
Yeah.
for me when I travel is
Just the
I
breakouts too.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just
Right.
like I mean, there's so much.
always a
going on in
clogged
the plane.
pore
Yeah.
on a plane.
Your skin freaks out when you travel. You're
Yeah.
so
Right.
out of routine.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what it
and-
is.
And I'm
Yeah.
very acne prone. Like
Yeah.
I do one
Yeah.
thing out of routine, and I
And there it
eat
is.
one thing out of routine, and I'm like,
Whoop,
hello.
there it is.
There it is. Literally me in the mirror. Whoop, there it is.
The next day, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. This is so cool.
I know.
I love hearing about this.
I'm getting influenced in the best way.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
okay, allot the time because it is important, and I do want to start now at 27.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I
That
guess
was going
like
to be my
almost
next.
28.
Yeah, my next.
Because I don't want to wake up when I'm in my 40s and be like, oh, I should have taken care. I have to do all of this to feel like I have to backtrack or something.
Right.
Like it
The
is
preventative.
really preventative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it does. It's always easier to like correct it when you are younger.
Right.
It's harder when like it's very like deep lines and stuff like
Right,
that. And
right.
then, like that's going to take a longer period of time,
Sure.
and it's going to be a slow roll to kind of get to your end goal.
Yes.
So I feel like starting earlier is better.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be afraid to start somewhere.
I'll be here.
Yeah.
When I'm in town.
You mentioned you have done treatments. Like, have you done something like laser hair removal, or what treatments have you done?
So I've done laser hair removal.
Did you like it?
I did.
Was it painful?
It wasn't as bad as like a wax for me. Like I actually,
I feel like waxing is totally.
I get sugared regularly, so
yeah, I do get
Stop
sugared.
doing that. Just come here.
No, I know.
Honestly, yeah, you're sorry.
But I performed
There's an end process.
Yeah,
right.
I was telling her earlier. I was like, I need to get laser hair removal like on my legs, my armpits, because I'm Italian and Hispanic. So I'm like,
Have you said you have gotten it done?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did a Brazilian.
You want your underarms?
Yes.
We can even go back and like do a live.
Oh my God, I would love that.
So you can sign us up.
Just so you can explain like the pain process or anything like that.
No,
like,
I would
think
love that because
I
got it in Vancouver, Canada, my laser hair removal. Because I was there doing a burlesque show. So I obviously I was like, I can't shave all the time and I can't go out to get a wax. So I'm like, let me just go do laser. And I did really like it. And I want to get it like everywhere just because I like
so nice.
Like,
it's life-changing.
Big
it's my favorite.
I want to do the armpits for sure.
Like one of my favorite things that I've had done, it is laser. Everywhere. Like I don't ever have to shave.
Yeah.
And
that's
my
amazing.
Favorite thing.
Yeah. My hair grows back so fast and like thick. Not on my head. But my legs.
But I feel like you're the perfect candidate because you said you're like Italian. So you have that
Italian,
dark,
thick
hair, and you're so fair skinned.
Yeah.
If we did one treatment on your underarms, you're gonna be like, when can we go back to Arizona?
I need to do that.
Yeah. But the other things I've gotten done, I did a laser treatment and I can't remember what the name was. I don't know if I just went to the wrong spot maybe, but it was all right. I didn't see like a huge difference in my skin. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that again. And there wasn't any like instruction or relationship built with the person who was doing it. It was just kind of like come in, then leave, you know?
Yeah.
And then I did sculpting.
Yeah.
I'm on my abs before, which
the
I
M
really
sculpt.
liked. Which was good. I did a couple sessions but I also was like dancing 8 shows a week. So I was like, it might have been that. Or I looked
probably
really
both.
in shape. Yeah. But that's, and I've gotten chin filler, which I told you guys before, which I loved. I love chin filler. But I have
that
this
facial balancing is on another level.
It is.
Yeah.
I felt like a fairy. Like I was like, oh, this is jealous.
It's not one of those like overdone things.
No,
like,
right.
Just like adding that little bit, you're just like you're.
And then nobody's gonna come up to him.
Nobody knew.
No, I had no idea that she did it.
Yeah.
And then she told me, I said, you did what?
Yeah, we were like...
We were in college, right?
No, I got jaw filler, which I didn't like in college. Right. That was, I should have gotten chin filler. Yeah. They let me get jaw filler.
See?
The jawline can sometimes be very masculine.
Yeah.
That chin one is just very
for the first few days, I felt like Squidward when he's buff. Do you know what I'm talking about? Squidward. When it's like, it was horrible.
And I called myself Gaston from Beauty.
Yes.
Gaston. Okay, that's
so I was like, get this off. Like it kind of went away naturally. And then a couple years later, I actually went to someone who was like, you need chin filler. I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Where do you put the chin filler? I don't know about this.
I think it was like
it just depends on everybody's so different. But it's like if you have like hollowness here or if you need more projection.
So that
like
was
this
mine.
way. And that was the same for me. I needed more projection this way. So everybody's so different. You just gotta find somebody that has that like eye that can really get you to what you're wanting.
It was I loved it. I got it before New Year's Eve, so maybe still kind of there.
Yeah.
And then I got preventative Botox a few times, which I loved.
Yeah.
And it made my skin super glowy and it wasn't overdone. I still felt like I had expression on my face because I have a very expressive face too, and I didn't want to lose that.
Yes.
So I did love that too. But that's it.
I'm sold. What's next? No, I've been joking, which again, these are just such picky things. You don't have to do anything about it, but I've been telling Lauren, I'm like, this little chin, I just want to just a little something.
Get it a little sharper.
Like a little sharper. Like how do I do that? What do I do there?
And the sad thing, I mean, not the sad, but it's like, it's just maybe like, even if you did a little bit of chin filler to go this way, it's just
it's gonna balance it.
Pull it out just a little bit.
Because I do have a butt chin.
I love a bunch.
Okay. A lot of people are, sometimes I used to be insecure about it. And then people were like, no, it's so cool. Like, I think it's great. And now I kind of love it. But
but you can still get it.
Right.
Chin filler If that's what you're wanting.
And not fill the butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not fill the butt.
Chris, that's crazy.
Oh boy.
Guys, we've been having gin, so sorry.
Don't fill the butt.
No, it's an unfiltered podcast. Okay, great.
But so I have to get, which I'm going to do this summer. I just decided.
Yes.
I cannot breathe out of my nose, like at all. I went and I got an x-ray and they were like, I don't know how you don't have chronic migraines. Like it's a full like deviated septum, can't breathe. So I have to get my breathing fixed.
Okay.
So I am like a mouth breather. Like I hide it maybe sometimes.
Yeah.
But like when I'm sleeping, mouth wide open, I've been like that my whole life.
Yeah.
So I honestly think it kind of brought my chin back a little bit because it's like full mouth breathing. And when I wake up, my eyes are like my sinuses areas.
Back or do you sleep?
No, I sleep on my side or my stomach sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, it just kind of happens.
The way you sleep definitely affects a lot of things. Too.
Talk about that actually.
We would love to hear about that.
Yeah, because
how I sleep.
No way. You're one of those?
That's
like
why she looks the way she does, because she's just like this. I'm like,
No way.
No, me too.
On my
No,
face
me
like
too.
this, and I'm like, why does your face look like? She's like, because I sleep like this.
How?
Kinda going
Did
into
you
our
train
TikTok that
yourself?
we made.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you're badass.
Dedicated.
That's sick
Yeah.
because I literally
I can't.
But I noticed since getting my lashes removed,
Uh-huh.
sometimes I wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm on my side.
Yeah.
But when I have lashes,
But that is one thing that is like
Wow.
detectable. It's like when somebody comes in complaining about something, we're like,
Yeah.
do you sleep on your left side? Because you can really
but
tell.
if people complain,
Uh-huh.
the chest lines
Yeah.
feel really bad.
Oh,
Sleep
yeah.
with the
pillow
first
between
thing
your
I
legs.
say is, do you sleep on your side? And they
Yeah.
say yes.
Yeah.
Because I
I
can
I just
see
looked down. I was like,
I know.
well, I don't,
Well,
yeah,
Well,
not
I'm
much
very
there.
chesty, so like sometimes I'll
Sure.
just put something between my boobs just so because I see people with like those really deep
The
lines.
lines, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna make sure if I'm gonna sleep on my side that
I didn't
don't.
even think about what happens in your sleep.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I mean, it
Now
like
I'm
pushes
really-
on your face, and like you'll see like lines more on one side, or it's like more of a deficit on one side.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know I went to a
my
chiropractor
gosh.
once who had like a special pillow. It was in
Yeah.
Orange
Yep.
County.
Yeah.
And it was like a donut pillow
Yeah.
almost that you would I bought it and I just couldn't use it. I was also like 20 and I was like, I just can't do
Yeah.
that.
Can't
Me coming
commit to-
home drunk from the college bar. I'm gonna lay down in this donut pillow right now. I don't think so.
You're like, I'm just going to pass out in whatever position I find.
Exactly.
But did you
That's
wash your
hilarious.
face? All the
Probably
things.
not.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I will say, I'm very good at doing drunk skincare.
And now I am.
That's
When
her.
I was
For me,
20,
I'm so
absolutely
committed.
not.
You guys are more like
Yeah, we were like,
I won't go to bed without like
Yeah.
washing my face. I'm like,
Oh, yeah, no.
Or brushing my teeth.
No,
or
same.
flossing.
Don't care how drunk I am. I'm there. I'm doing the whole thing.
All the hygiene.
Yes.
yeah.
like when's the morning?
Can't really.
I love how we're the same and they're the same.
Yeah.
We're wearing the white t-shirts. We're the black.
We didn't plan this.
No.
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 None of this was fun.
And my middle name is Beth, so
Oh,
There you
I
go.
told Beth that when we met. I was like,
Nice.
Is your middle name Lauren?
no.
Nah, we didn't get that one.
oh, darn.
Wait, what is your middle name?
Marie.
Wait, same.
That's so funny. No way.
The most basic of
That's
things.
hilarious.
What? Okay.
Wow, what are the odds?
We were meant to do this.
Guys, look at this.
Crazy.
Yeah, they're just like the older, wiser versions of
I
us
know.
that are
I
like
see
telling
my
us what to
future
do with our
right.
skin.
Whose skin looks better
I
than
know.
ours.
I'm like, wow, this is perfect.
My Seaway future, and it's
Yeah.
bright. I'm
Yeah.
gonna follow your guys'
Glaze.
Why
glaze.
isn't the DMs? It works out.
Exactly. Let that be a lesson.
Just
Maybe
do
you
it.
should find the DMs.
Let that be a lesson. Ooh, I have another question. Pillowcases, okay?
Oh yeah.
So I've heard a lot about, get the silk pillowcase for the hair.
Yeah.
What is the best for the skin?
Okay.
Do we have a preference?
I don't know that I would say there's a best. I have a
Okay.
preference.
Okay.
Silk is what I feel like most estheticians would say.
Yeah,
Fair.
I've heard that one.
Yeah.
I feel like
But
just change them.
Change your
Right,
pillowcase
right,
off.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Like
If you're
wash
breaking
it.
out,
Tell my
change your
patients.
pillowcase.
Yeah.
Right.
Or like wipe your phone down with
Oh,
sanitizer.
I
or
need to
spray
do that.
this. Like if you're
Oh,
breaking
That's
out.
smart.
That's what I need
That's
to do.
why.
Spray my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
there
what
you
I
go.
gotta
No.
I have to get a case.
Sometimes we'll send like clients home with like little like alcohol wipes because it's like people don't understand that when they're putting it up to it right after getting a treatment. It's like
or
that
also
has
like
so much bacteria.
texting and touching your phone and then
I do
touching
that all
your
the time.
face, like
Exactly.
I'm a
Unintentionally,
chronic, like this, like especially in school, I'd always go like this.
I love to touch my face.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people tell me that all the time. They're like, don't touch your face, but I know.
Yeah.
And then I guess cleaning makeup brushes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't do that very
And what do
often.
you wash them with? Can you just use, dish soap? Like what?
They're
I
like
don't know.
this. I'm just kidding.
Warm
I just-
soap, warm water and soap.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so. I mean, you can't.
I get
buy
makeup cleaner.
Yeah.
You know.
I have
and
one
then-
from Sephora.
Yeah.
That's
Is
like
it the one
a
that smells really good? The blue one.
no,
Okay,
it's
there's
like
one
the
that-
Sephora brand,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
spray
As long
and
as you're
white.
cleaning it.
Yeah,
Same thing,
yeah.
Clean it.
like sunscreen. Just
Right.
use
Just
it.
do it.
Just
do it.
Yeah.
Just
Nike
do it.
was onto something with that one.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Take action.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wash your makeup brushes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm inspired and
I
feel
am
like
too.
I'm ready for a treatment.
I know. I'm like, what can I do next? I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the time. We have to take care of our skin now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
at what age would you recommend to our listeners that are maybe younger or, it's never too late, obviously, to start caring about your skin, but what age would you recommend to start doing things like this? See an esthetician, get on your skincare game.
Well, you start losing collagen right around 25 years old.
Perfect.
So,
Right when your frontal lobe develops.
So that's fair.
Fair.
They said, you're an adult.
Okay.
Goodbye, college.
yeah. So doing collagen stimulating treatments, coming
Okay.
in for periodic facials,
Love.
like light peels, things like that. You don't have to go crazy and do
Like a resurface.
resurfacing
like that.
laser treatment or anything like that. But
Okay.
you can do a little something, microneedle and some peels and just basic facials too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those
Hydrofacial. Love
Those
those.
work
Love
wonders.
those. Yeah.
Yeah,
Love
those work
those.
wonders.
And I think finding an esthetician and a place where you feel comfortable, where there is a relationship there, and then
That's
they can
so
guide you
important.
from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've been to so many that are like, you're in, you're out. You see someone different every time. Or,
Yeah.
they don't really look at your files or your background. And you
So
just come
true.
in for the treatment and then you leave,
Well, especially the ones like she'll always show our clients like their before and afters and like their progress because sometimes when you see yourself every day, you're
Right.
like, I'm not really noticing a difference.
Right.
She'll show them and they're like, oh my gosh, like
I
that
can't
is
wait
such,
to see mine.
Yeah, like it's so transformative. And then because like you said, you see yourself every day.
Yes.
Right.
And it's like you don't really
can't
realize,
tell.
or you're focusing on like the one little
Everything,
thing. You're like,
yeah.
Look at what you used to be.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
so
know.
true. Oh, I can't wait to see those
I know.
before and afters. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys
Yeah.
so much.
Thank
That went by
you.
fast, didn't it?
Really?
Yeah, 56 minutes. Let's go.
You just never
Double
know.
dynamic.
We're just ginning and chatting.
Yeah, thank you so
But
much.
For the people in Arizona or
yeah.
nearby,
Yeah.
tell us where to find you, where you located. Tell us everything, your socials, so that people can find you.
Yeah, we are in Gilbert, Arizona. We're right off the 202,
Val Vista.
Val Vista, and the
Cool.
202. Yeah,
Right by a Starbucks.
Santan 202
yeah.
freeway. There's two different 202s.
Very
Okay.
true. Very true. I'm newer to Phoenix,
Yeah.
so she's
Okay.
I'm new here as well.
I'm not even here, so.
But you will be for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And our Instagram.
Yes.
Did we change
We did just
the-
change it. It is Skinway Medspa. We'll
Cool.
probably
Yeah,
we'll put an ad
Mhm.
like at that on the bottom. We did just do a rebrand, so we are Skinway now. So
Yeah, so if you guys saw, I did post a video. I did a giveaway with them when they were
Yeah.
on array. I did a
she did
microneedling
just come
giveaway.
in too, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I love that. That makes me so happy.
That's crazy.
So we did a
Yeah.
giveaway with them, and I documented my treatments both times. And so they used to be on array, so now they're Skinway Medspa. Just so you know.
So there's no confusion.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys
Thank
so much.
you.
This was
Yeah.
so fun.
So fun.
I feel like I learned
love
something.
how we actually are the same. That's hilarious. That's really funny.
We found our doppelgangers.
We poured him there too.
No, we did more heavier.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yay.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope you had a great chat. Lo and Nat can't wait to have you back.